Loyalty comes when there is test of time. If you want to know someone is loyal, it is during when you have temptation or when you have problem. If any man or woman tells you his or her marriage is perfect, it's a lie.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the third episode of Talking Terms. I'm your host, Ayotunde Adejumo Adu, and right here with me is a seasoned teacher and therapist, and also a certified clinical psychologist. Welcome with me, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Samson.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Well done, sirs. Well done, ma. Thank you, everyone.
You're
Thank you once again for an opportunity. I'm always here.
Thank you so much for coming, sir.
My pleasure, sir.
Hi, and my fans. We are really, really grateful for having you.
I'm grateful, sir.
Okay. Let's go straight to the topic of the day. The topic of the day says between loyalty and financial stability, which one should come first in a marriage? And now, before we go or dive deep into the topic, let's talk about loyalty in marriage. What is loyalty in a marriage?
Loyalty is very, very vast. When we say loyalty in marriage, we are talking about commitment, open sincerity. Because in marriage, what most men and women don't know is you have to be properly committed. Not only love. Love is number one, because a man and woman does not know each other. Even in family, brothers and sisters quarrel with each other, but they look for ways to resolve. Even twins that are born in the same day, either just minutes or seconds differentiate them, they also quarrel. So conflict is bound to happen in any marriage, but the proper love, respect, and understanding between both parties, between the man and the woman, makes that marriage to go far. So when we say loyalty in marriage, we are talking about that man and that woman being committed to each other.
Like being loyal.
Being loyal, being
Come rain or
standing.
sunshine.
They have different ideology. They have different perspective. But they are coming. It's two becoming one. What many men and women don't know now is that the 21st century we are, many men and women are going into relationship for transaction. People don't go to marriage now because they love. They don't go to marriage now because they choose to marry. Most of them goes to marriage because of what they want to gain.
So you mean because of what they want to gain, they actually enter into a long-term marriage?
Exactly. That is why, and some of them don't even prefer it to be long. Their own is, most people go into marriage now because of status. They don't want to be long. They don't want to be single again. They want to be called Mr. and Mrs.
Just that.
Just that. That is why before you know it, you see nowadays, people get married and within 1 week, 2 weeks, divorce. Most people go into marriage now for alimony. It's not only women, because those days they will tell you women go digger. Some men are doing it now. I can give you an instance. We have a brother now. I will not mention his country. I will not mention his tribe. He's in prison in Canada now. A young guy, 22 years old. All in the name because you want to move out. You want to, things are not going well. He met a 67 years old woman online. I will not say because I'm a man, then I will say only no. Men are also doing it. A 22 years old talking to a 67 years old, a woman that ought to be her grandmother. And then before you know it, I don't know how they met each other, how they transact, and then she came down to Africa to pick this 22 years old. The father of this guy is almost 50. The mother is also that age. This woman senior both the father and mother. But they accepted it all because they know their son is going there for better life. That is not love. That is transaction. That guy was only going there because of the financial stability. Believing if he gets there, he will become a citizen, and from there, maybe. And this is what is happening. It's vice versa. It's not only women that are doing it. Men are also doing it now. So people goes there for, that is why as a man, as a woman, you must always check red flag. Because if you don't check red flag, many people, as I said before, goes into marriage for transaction. for what they will just gain. Some are hungry, some are lazy, some don't want to work, some are retired. They just want to look for a way to get alimony, to get things.
But many people actually, from my own opinion, I think when they go into marriage, they really love each other. They go into it because of love and because probably they're loyal to each other and the likes.
Sir, loyalty comes when there is test of time. If you want to know someone is loyal, it is during when you have temptation or when you have problem. And it's what will make you intend to know that this man or this woman is for me. It is not always when things are rosy. Because someone can tell you, I love you, I love you, I love you, honey, I love you, you are my sweetheart, you are my this. You need to know. That is why some people don't want to hear that. What do you bring into the relationship? When they say, what do you bring? They are not only talking about finance. They are talking about the peace, the commitment, the love, what you can share. Because in marriage, especially relationship, communication goes a long way. If you as the man and the woman cannot communicate with each other, you can never understand each other. As I said before, conflict will always come. There will always be conflict. If any man or woman tells you his or her marriage is perfect, it's a lie. Okay. There will always be conflict. But the major thing is for you to communicate better, try to understand what this man or this woman wants. What he or she does not like. If you know, for example, my woman does not like noise or she does not like this. If you're a good man, you will look for every ways to make sure you don't offend her. Because there is one thing to forgive, but another thing is to forget.
But you can't be in a relationship or in a marriage without actually offending each other at one point or the other.
Exactly. It will always come.
How do you take care of that?
Thank you very
when
much.
It comes?
You can only take care of that if you, like for example, you are getting to know each other. Whenever you know, as I said before, understanding and communication matters. Whenever you know she does not like this or he does not like this, you try to look for every means. That's why, apart from being careful, you need to also pray. Depending on your religion, either you're a Christian, Muslim, atheist, there are different kind of religion, Buddhists, there are different kind of religion. You need to pray to make sure you avoid certain things that will trigger him or her. Because as I said before, even in families, brothers and sisters always quarrel with each other. Conflict will come. Even twins. Nobody is 100% perfect.
Okay, what my question now is, when the conflict comes, how can the both parties still maintain the tranquility in the marriage or relationship?
That is how you start setting. In marriages, you need to know, apart from constant communication, you need to create time for yourself. Most men and women today don't create time. And they don't know. So we believe us because as soon as children start coming, you will not even have more time for yourself. You see some of our brothers and sisters today, some do 17 hours work. In Europe, in America, in Asia, Atlantica, even in Africa. Because everybody need money. That is why I said loyalty comes first. Finance is good. Any man or woman that tells you financial stability is not enough is a lie. You need financial, because every day-to-day activity, you must pay bills. Your rent, your house, your feeding, your shelter, your clothes, you must spend money. But the major thing is spending this money with that man or woman you trust, or that man or woman you believe that when things are not going well, he or she will be there for you. When things are not matching well, he or she will not betray you. Because when the goals get going or get tougher is when you know if a man or woman is truly loyal to you.
But okay, there are some marriages today. At first, they did not know maybe this man I'm going into this marriage with, or this woman I'm going to this marriage with. They don't know that the person can later turn to be something else in the middle of the marriage. They don't know. Why? Because the person was so perfect, hiding his or her character. How do you detect this on time? and then, make corrections.
Thank you very much. Foundation matters. That is why, as a man, as a woman, you need to be properly, because nobody is 100% perfect.
Yes.
You need to be properly sure. The step matters, because nowadays most men and women goes for only the physical appearance. Some women will tell you he must be tall, 6 feet. They don't want short. He must have 6-pack. He must have this. He must be handsome.
And that's
he
a
will
preference.
have beards. Nobody is saying you should marry an ugly man or an ugly woman. Nobody is saying that.
But if you want to marry the handsome men, what about the ugly men? Who marry
That
them?
is the problem. And the same thing goes to some men. They will tell you they prefer the woman that have Manchester and Real Madrid or Barcelona. They have enough front. They have enough Bacassi.
Enough Bacassi.
They want this. Nobody is saying you should marry a woman with flat 18. No. Everybody have preference. But that should not be the major priority. You need to know if this woman will give you peace of mind. You need to know if this woman have the same objective. You may have different priority. That woman may be inclined engineering, you may be on social line, you may be on commerce line, but you have one particular goal. And what is your goal? Your aim and objective is to make sure you are together in sickness and in health. That is the code. Many men now don't want to hear sickness and in health. What they only want is health. They don't want to hear sickness. They say for better, for worse. Many people now don't want that worse.
No,
what they want is better. And it's not possible. You are not God. There will be some days in your life where things will not go well. So it must be for this creed are the major things men and women should take into consideration. For better, for worse, first.
Like when things are going well or not.
You
stick together.
But people don't want. As soon as they know the provider, if the man, for example, is the provider, God forbid, we don't pray. That is why I always tell men that come to me and say they want to get married. I will tell you, it has been the custom and tradition for men to always be the provider. This is thousands of years ago. Samson cannot change it. It has been so. But you must also have a wife. Your wife is your neck. You are the head. The head cannot move without the neck. She is your assistant. She's your helper. That is what the Bible, the Quran, all biblical and religious texts will tell you. She is your helper. Your wife should at least be doing something. Don't say because you are the odogu, you are the head, and then you don't want her to do anything. My brother, we don't pray any bad prayer. Things happen. Unforeseen things. Tomorrow, if the man now have accident, or the man now break leg, or the man now become heart stroke, that is why you see many families going down. The woman will not run. Because she is always staying at home, doing anything, telling you she's just to clean the house, do the house chores, and then be housewife. Housewife in the 21st century is not enough. Housewife is not enough.
I mean, what
the
about
sister must be doing something. But there are businesses, sorry sir, there are businesses online. She can be selling things. Temu is there, other things are there. I don't want to advertise for Temu or other. There are many business things she can do. She have hand. Let her learn trading. How to sew clothes. Let her learn how to do hair. Even if she's not providing, at least if it's 10%, she will be bringing. You cannot. That is why you see most men now, they are the ones that are going. Most of our men are the ones. I'm not trying to be against women here. My father died 13 years later before my mother died. If you see, most times it's always men that are going, because men are the ones carrying most things. I'm not saying we don't have dedicated hardworking women there, but majority of them now choose not to. And it's the way you give her or give him the chance, they will take. Your woman should at least bring 10% or I don't believe in 50-50. Okay. 10 or 20% to assist you.
Okay, what about a case where you have the man telling the wife, I don't want you to work, I just want you to be a housewife, take care of my child, take care of the house, I will go and do the work. And then probably he pays the woman, I don't know how much, but what about those kind of relationships,
It
those
is
kind
possible.
of marriage?
God bless that man. It's possible. I'm not saying as a man, if you're a multi-billionaire or if you are blessed, you cannot do that. But sir, if you are doing that, make sure you are putting 1 or 2 investments ahead for her. Because I've seen many scenarios where men that are multi-millionaires, billionaires, all of a sudden something happened and they died. And then before the wife, who is not doing anything, under that caption, sir, as you said, because he told her not to do anything, just be taking care of the kids, you are just to eat, just stay. She now finds out all her properties, all his properties belong to the family. Or the relative of that man, they manipulated him and then they take everything. And the woman now come out having nothing. I don't want to mention tribe, I've seen. So if you as a woman knows he is so generous, he's a wonderful father, he's a wonderful man, he's there to assist you, to cover you, my sister, make sure things that he owns, his businesses, his property, don't be, I'm not saying to put it in your name, but except if you don't have kids for him, so that you know you are keeping things for your children's future. Because men like that, except if the man don't have relative, if the man have greedy, under question note, relative, they may do things and manipulating. And before you know it, you as the wife, you end up having nothing. And then you now come tomorrow and say, my children are born with a silver spoon because their father died accidentally. Now they have nothing. You now start going to court. I can give you sequences of many that have happened to.
Okay.
So that is why I prefer women doing something. If the woman is the breadwinner, there are some cases where women are also breadwinners.
Yes.
The man also, don't say because God bless your wife to be a breadwinner, she's one doing everything, then you just stay. Your own is just to go and take care of the kids, take them to school, bring them, drive out. My brother, try to look for something, at least to appreciate you.
At least do something.
Do something at least, at all. Yes, I'm not saying you can bring 40 or 50 people because you know you don't have. But when you are not disabled, when you are not that too old, you are able. My brother, do something. Because the woman can wake up tomorrow now and tell you, I don't want you again. That is why you see people doing hakimiology and other things now. But it's vice versa. It's both for men and women. So if she's the one doing this, my brother, look for something to do.
Okay.
To help.
Okay.
It goes a long way.
Now, this leads me to this question. Have you seen a marriage that actually... have you seen a marriage that broke because of money issues than loyalty issues?
Many.
Tell us about.
Many. If you want me to give you names, I will give you. And I will give you examples. Both in Africa. And most of them are doing it, as I said before, because of transaction. That is why you see, even some of them are not even yet married. They are not even yet married. But as soon as they discover the money is not coming to their favor again, they move. For example, our brother that is playing football for Leverkusen is now on loan. Boniface. I'm just supposed to be mentioning, but I will tell you. He dated an Austrian lady for good 5 years, taking good care of her, buying things for her. Now he wanted to marry her. And what was the first thing the lady did? The lady went at his back to go and verify all his money. And after discovering that this brother earned approximately all his worth is almost 350 million euro, and discovered that the brother's name is not there, all his property he kept in his mother's name, for no reason, the lady said she's no longer married. And then when they asked her, she said, why will his fiancé of almost 5 years put everything on his mother? Is it not for the guy's safety? So, are you going to tell me now, is it not the money she was coming for? That means she never loved this guy. You are not hungry. This guy is taking care of you, paying your bills, assisting you. And then this man is telling you, marry me. He did not say, I want to not put drink and make you stay. And all of a sudden now, you are insisting that why did he put all his money on her mother's name?
Don't you think he himself does not really trust his wife 100%?
That is what I'm telling you. I will not blame him. Will you blame him? Will you blame Hakimi? Will you blame Hakimi? No, I want to give you names. Will you blame Hakimi also? The wife has approximately almost 3 million in her account. Now, you are trying to bring 1 or 2 reasons. You yourself, you are cheating. You say he's cheating. I'm not supporting men and women cheating. I will never support that. Now, he said you are cheating. You said you are cheating. Both of you bring proof. Now, they say, okay, resolve this. You say you don't want to resolve. Now you are demanding for over 170 million because of you discovered you have over 300 and something million. You want to take one, you yourself don't even have 5 million. For how many years you have been acting? You have been in entertainment business in Spain because you are born in Spain. He too is born in Spain, but he choose to play for Morocco. Now you want to take somebody's 150 something million. While you yourself, for all the years you have been working, you have not even earned 5 million. Is that not criminal?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Let us put allegedly. Now, the guy being a wise guy because he did not trust you, and that is why you should not even marry. I've said it before. If there is no respect, there is no love, there is no trust, there is no understanding, why are you marrying him or her? No matter how a woman or a man pretend, you need to check red flags. That is why communication goes. You will know, except you are not that sharp. You have to be prayerful. You have to be careful. Because even if the woman is pretending, you will know. Just as what I told you now, a 22 years old boy or a 23 years old boy going for a 67 years old woman. What let us put it in a normal paragraph or in a normal sequence. Is that love? The father and mother will tell you, okay, you say praise me, love at first sight. For a 67 years old boy or a 67 years old man following a 20 years old girl.
Some people say love knows no bound.
Love knows no bound.
Some people say
we want to say the one happening in Africa now. A man that have 5 wives already. 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5. And the father and mother knows this man already have 5 wives.
5 wives.
And you, because of greed, choose your daughter to be wife number 6. Is that normal?
How old is the daughter?
Approximately, she's in her teen. Allegedly 18 to 20 years. How will you be 18 to 20 years or 22 years following a man that is already 67? I don't want to mention name. 18 to 20 years, and the mother is not even up she's not even up to 52. Why didn't the mother follow the man? And not that this man is following her for the first time. Maybe she's going to be the first wife. She's not the first, not the second, not the third, not the fourth. Not number 5, number 6. And this man's first 2, 3 children are older than her. And then you are coming to tell me, which love are you telling me?
Maybe that's what she chose.
That is, it may be accordingly to what she chose. But now the regret is coming. Oh. And you think a normal man that does that, he knew that they accepted because he's rich. Because he's a billionaire, he's rich. Because if that man was a cleaner or if that man was poor, who will marry that kind of man?
But they're not having issues at the moment. Are they having issues?
They are having issues. Now, allegedly, he's complaining, he's beating me, domestic violence, blah, blah, blah. Are you not sure that it will likely come? This is someone that is almost 50 years older than you. How will you complete this? So most men and women, as I said before, sir, are going into relationship for transaction. I use the word men and women, not all. Because the world we are now, we still have wonderful men and women out there. We still have good, only that the good men and women are few. Majority now are just ready-made. I was telling somebody the other day, my father and mother, when they started from one room.
Like living in one
room back in Lagos, Nigeria. They started from nothing. Help themselves, God bless them. They had one property facing Islapia, as we call it back in Lagos. That's how they started their life. How many men and women today want to stay with a man that lives in one room? See, I will tell you with facts. How many? Majority now, if you just tell them, the same thing goes to men also. You just tell them, I love you. The first thing is they want to. I'm not saying a man should not be doing anything or a woman should not be, as I said before. But they will start asking you questions. Even in Europe, even in America. Are you a citizen? What do you have? Where do you work? What do you do? And if you now start telling them what you do, they tell you are not my grip. You are not my type. So I always tell men, go for those who are your type. If you know you are earning $2,000, $3,000 or 2,000, 3,000 euros or 2,000, 3,000 pounds, or 5 million naira, or 5 million yen, or 5, depending on the country you are. Go for a woman that will choose you for what you earn and what you are. Don't go say because you are earning that and then you want to meet a woman that her eyes have been open, or a man that his eyes is open. A man that women are spoiled with, taking him tours everywhere. Or a woman, and this is what men and women don't know. Men and women have different biology. A woman can be 18, 20, 25. As far as she's beautiful, she take good care of herself. Men will take her to anywhere in the world. But they have time. When a woman is in her 30s, 40s, not all, I repeat, not all, majority of them, if they don't take care of their body, their rate will go down. It will depreciate. This is natural fact. It's not me saying, it's natural fact. The way men will start calling them is not the way they will start calling them. It is opposite for men. A man can be in his 20s, nothing. A man can start hustling, start making things in his 30s, 40s, 50s. That's why you see men now, when they're in their 40s, 50s, they now made it now, they choose to settle for those who are younger. Because at that time when they were in their 20s, 30s, nobody even told them, how are you? Because they had nothing. It is vice versa. Then you see the women now in their 40s and 50s, now they are angry. No, how will a young guy call you? Because they know you are, to them now they believe you are like second hand. You are going down. I'm not trying to insult them. You are not the same value they want. That's why if you see a young guy in his 20s, 30s, talking to a lady in his 50s, 60s, my brother, the woman need to verify to know if it's genuine love.
Okay. Now,
it is vice versa. The same thing goes.
Okay. Now, what do you think about couples? Should couples actually discuss income, debt, financial goals before committing into a long term?
Before you even start, as I said before, after telling a man or woman you love, from beginning, foundation matters. It is because, when the foundation is just like this building. If the foundation is not well laid, the building will definitely collapse. And that is what is affecting many relationships and marriages today. If the foundation is solid, if there is any misunderstanding between both of you, because the foundation is solid, you will understand and know yourself and look for a way to resolve the problem you have. But when the foundation is not solid, there will be a problem. And what is the foundation? Constant communication. Number 2, after loving yourself, respecting yourself, understanding yourself, the next thing is that financial stability. Planning.
Like you should discuss
You
it
should
before.
sit down and discuss, just as we are discussing, sir. Even if you are financially capable, take her to a nice restaurant or cinema or a garden, sit down as if like a picnic. My love, I really love you. I want us to go somewhere. I don't want us to be just bedmates or side. You are my side chick and your side this. I don't want that. I want us to continue. I see a future in you. You see a future in me. What is our plan? You have to set your goals. There must be aims and objectives. And this is what most men and women are not after. They are after just the physical appearance. Tall, handsome, beards, a six-pack, a front and back. That is what they're after. You must set goals. What are we doing? Are we going to have a child between our 6-7 months of getting married? How are we going to save? That is why I'm telling you, we're planning. Financial stability comes in. Only how much do you earn? You need to be open. You love him, she loves you. It is 2 becoming 1. That is 2 becoming. They said 1 + 1, normally in mathematics, is 2. But here in relationship, in marriage life, 1 + 1 is 1. That means the 2 of you are becoming one body. That is what men and women don't understand. That is where that for better, for worse coming. In sickness and in health, you are 2 becoming 1. So, for example, I'm earning 4,000 euros or 4,000 pounds. Honey, how much are you earning? If God bless her, she's earning far better than you. To God be the glory. Then what you do now is the 2 of you, your money are now 1. Then, okay, honey, I will cover for the bills or the mortgage. Then I'll cover for this, or I'll cover for rent. You cover for food. That is how it's supposed to be.
Okay, on the basis.
Sorry, sir, but some people will tell you, my money is your money. Are you okay? If your money is her money, his money, then there will be problem. And that is what is happening in many relationships today. So if the man is working, the woman is not doing anything. That's what I told you before. Now, God forbid, if the man now have accidents, or they send the man packing from where he's working, or something terribly happened, the man have stroke, or the man cannot function again, or the man became missing, that family will collapse because all the structure, all the financial planning, all the strategies of that family depend on one individual, on that man. The same thing goes to the woman. If the woman is the provider, are you getting it now? If the woman is the breadwinner and something happens to her, she falls sick, or she wants to give birth and then she end up dying, the child also die, or the child survive, how will the man cope? So before you even say I do, you must sit down and strategize. It's just like an administration. You are not working, she is not working. How will you? That means you'll be going to different associations to beg for food. Both of you will become beggars. And the problem with many relationships, marriage, to be sincere, I don't know, is financial stability goes a long way. Because if that lady now is beautiful or that man is handsome, my sister, you are in trouble. If the man is not working and you are not working, both of you don't have anything, or both of you are not legally recognized in that country. If that man meets a beautiful lady that loves him, that woman may entice that man, and that man will leave you and follow the woman.
Yeah, but that it means that the man is not in love with the woman in the first place.
It has been so, sir. See, I will tell you, except want to come here and lie. Most men and women today are going into relationship for transaction. I'm not saying there is no love. I'm not saying men and women don't love each other. They love. But majority now, sir, are after. If you want to know, that is when you know the loyalty. If things are not going well, can you still bear and be with me? Because sometimes we come in every marriage, that man may be broke financially, psychologically, or otherwise. So if that man is broke, can you, the wife, stay beside him to look for a way to assist him? The same thing goes to the woman. If the woman is broke, she's the provider, can you, the man, stay with her, assist her? Because I've seen in many cases, I will say the way it is, I've seen in many cases where the woman is the provider, and as soon as the woman start having problem, she's broke, or she have accident, one leg is broken, they say, okay, composite, they will cut the leg. That is why you know the man will not say, I cannot follow a woman with one leg. And they said, for better, for worse.
That means in the first place, the man is not loyal.
The man is not loyal.
He's not loyal.
So he was only following the woman for her appearance and her financial need. But now, God forbid, the woman now had an accident. They have to amputate her. One leg or two legs will be over. Now he is not ready to follow a woman using crutches, or follow a woman using wheelchair. That means you never loved her. The same thing goes to the man. If that man is the one that have the accident, will you, madam, follow him now when he's using crutches? Or when he's using... You see where I'm going now. I think it's both sides.
It's both sides. I think this is where...
That is where the problem comes in.
Yeah.
That is why foundation is the... As they would say it in Yoruba dialect, Koko, that is the major you need to know. You need to be extremely careful. Marriage is a long-time business. It is the day Mr. or Mrs. leave. Then if Mr. choose to remarry, good. If Mrs. choose to remarry, good. Because I've seen many marriages when one of the partner dies and then the other said, no, I can be your friend, we can be, but I will never marry. Because of that same loyalty and respect he or she have for each other. I've seen many.
But that's the person's personal decision.
It is his or her personal decision.
Okay.
I've seen many, but there are not many. When I say I've seen many, I'm not talking of in thousands or millions, or at least 20, 50, 100 is still many. But it is not up to the billions we have.
You're correct. Even
because some will not even wait.
You're correct. My mom, because I lost my dad when I was 2 years old. And from that time till now, more than
30-something or 40-something years ago.
Yeah.
That is what I'm...
Till now.
Did I ask you?
I mean, she never remarried.
They are there, but it is not as much. My mother's younger sister also. She had 3 children, and then the husband died. He was a custom officer back in Nigeria. And up till now, the old children are doing well. Now, 2 are in Canada, 1 in America. They are doing well. She has not married. That is what she chose. and she chooses not to follow any man. She's being so loyal. If you still say you are loyal because the man have gone, you can still marry. Nobody is saying you did bad. But it must always be for better, for worse. In sickness and in health. Can many men and women take that? That is the question you as a man, as a woman should ask. Not that because you see me now, the woman is moving well, the man is moving well, he's making money, he's not a big boy. He's doing well, he's not a big boy. The day big boy will not be there, will you stay with? Because you getting married, as I said before, you are two becoming one. So you must do everything to endure. That is what they call loyalty.
Okay.
In thick and in thin.
Okay, sir, please, can loyalty alone, because this question has been on my mind now, can loyalty alone rebuild trust after financial betrayal? Can loyalty alone rebuild trust after financial betrayal?
Loyalty alone cannot. That is why, as I said before, loyalty is very good. But in loyalty, it needs other components. Loyalty, we work with understanding. We work with forgiveness. We work with trust and commitment. And as he's working with all of them, financial stability will also follow. Because we are in the 21st century. We are not in the time of the 60s, 70s, 80s, where our fathers and grandfathers can just knock the door and say, Brother Christopher, or Brother Osaon, or Brother Toib, or Brother Efiok, or Brother Hassan, give me this, and then they will give you. Now, in most countries, even in different continents, you may even have a neighbor and you may not know your neighbor for over 1 year, 2 years, because everybody is up and doing. Everybody is busy. You may not even see your friend or your so-called evil relative for months. You can only be talking on social media. Everybody is up and doing. That is why, as a man, as a woman, you must always create time for each other. Because this loyalty and financial issue we are saying, it goes a long way. But for it to work together, you as a man, as a woman, will work out time for yourself. That's why you see couples going for holidays.
Exactly, which leads me to my question: how can we balance the two?
That is what I will tell you all now. You need to create time, because we are in the diaspora now. You are in an era where, as I said, most men don't even have time for themselves. Most men, if you see them outside, they look like crazy people. Some don't even have time to even say they want to do makeup or comb their hair. PM, they're out. Some parents today, fathers and mothers, don't even see their children. They have nannies to take care of their child. They only see their children on Sunday. And that is not a good parenting factor. It's not good. No matter how busy you are, God created 24 hours. There are 24 hours in a day. I'm not saying you should not work, because if you don't work, how will you have money? You need to work, but you must try and create time. You see most men and women today, they are doing 17 hours. As they are leaving one shift, they are going for another one. My brother, my sister, you break down. That is why both of you need to sit down and plan your financial stability. Madam, I will do 12 hours. You can do 7 or 9. Or you can do 10. So that the remaining 14 hours, when you get home, let me say you are driving 1 hour to your work, coming back, or you are taking the tram or the train 1 hour or the bus, how will you have time for the kids? How will you have time for yourself? You have to take a nap, 2-3 hours, take care of the baby, do 1 or 2 house chores. You have to create time. But when you are doing 17 hours, how many hours remaining? The remaining 7 hours, and 1 hour you're already dozing in the train or in the bus. Or that's why you see some, they are even driving, the accident happens. Because they are tired. They slept off and say, boy, he or she is gone. And this morning you are saying you are gathering. Children are wonderful things. They are gifts from God. But these children, what many men and women don't know, they will still get older one day. And they will leave you. It is you and your wife, the husband and wife, that will still be together. So all these things you are doing now, saying my children, my children, my children, these children, only God helps you if that's your son or daughter marries a good man or a good wife. Because some, if they don't, they may not even remember you. Even in Africa, it's still even good. Because no matter anything, you have trained and you are giving that culture. You have that tradition. You must always find something and give mommy and daddy. In Europe and America, they don't send you. If there is a way you disturb your child, if you don't train him or her very well, he will tell you, what is it? Go to old parents' home. Because here they have structures for old parents' home. They will tell you, go and stay there. Some parents are there and they have not seen their children for long. I have a good friend who is from Haiti. I almost quarreled with him. The day the mother is gone now. She died, I think, about 3 months ago. The mother just wanted to see this son, but he was busy. Today is in Monaco, tomorrow is in Strasbourg, next tomorrow is in Bulgaria. He did not, he always FaceTime the mother. He has the money, but this woman just wanted some time to create with him. Before
some form of bond.
The bond.
It's not there.
But this guy is not. For like 4 or 5 years, the mother was crying. He wanted to see the son. The son does not even have time to go and visit the mother. Because he wants to make, I'm not saying money is not good. Until the woman died. And I said, you have to ask for God for forgiveness. So maybe when that woman was young now, my son, and he's the only child she had. My son. People are now saying, is the wife. I said, are you sure it's the wife? This guy is also a father. He has 3 children. He's gathering money, gathering things. But for almost 4 years, over 4 years, he did not even have one time to go and see the mother. Which ought not to be. If it's an African structure now, they would have said he's a bad, they would give him names. But financially, it was helping. But this woman just wanted to see him. So this money you are looking for, this help, your children will grow up one day. One day, that your daughter, you will take her to meet another man to get married. That your son will go and marry someone else. It is you and that woman. That's why it is called for better, for worse. It is both of you that will be there till death.
Okay, so as a man, I want to ask this question. As a man, you are looking forward to getting married someday. Now, are you trying to say that if the lady you want to get married to, or you are hoping to get married to, is not yet financially stable, you are not supposed to go for her? Or
everybody have perspective. For me, yes. Both of you must be doing something.
No, the man is well-to-do, but he wants to get married.
The woman, even if she does not have the cash, she must be educated. When I mean educated, I'm not saying she must have a master or professor, a PhD or doctorate degree. No. Even if she have a high school degree, even if she not go to any universities or polytechnic, at least she can read and write. By reading and writing, you know your left from your right. That one is 1 pass mark, at least. Then she must have 1 or 2 things she's gifted as. Maybe she can use her hand to plait hair or make something or put. You cannot just. We are in the 21st century, sir. Except you don't want to call a spade a spade. Because if you are the woman, you are only dependent on the man. We don't pray bad. The day this man does not pray, because if you are, for example, you have your hands doing something, you're a caterer, you're a baker, you are into 1 or 2 marketing concepts, you are online searching for 1 or 2 more job you are doing. Like this podcast you are doing now, YouTube or things will be giving you 1 or 2 things. If you have 1 or 2 things doing as a woman, it goes a long way. Even if you are putting that in your purse, you are not helping the man. That man will know my woman is doing something. Not that you just say you want to sit at home and you just want to become housewife because he says so. There are many that have degrees, masters. They just put all their certificates in one place. What peradventure this man, we don't pray for anything bad. This man give up the ghost. Or he has stroke. Or accident come. Or along the line now, something happened at the place of work and then they just sack him. And the man now, he's not the type that saves money. Or he's not the type that is strategic in keeping money, because there are some men that just lavish money anyhow. Except if the wife is that intelligent. That's why I said, even if it's high school, honey, this chain, 2 million euros, $2 million you are buying for me, can't you keep it somewhere? Can't we buy land? Can't we buy property? Can't we invest on shares, on Bitcoin, on this, on, there are many things.
There are many things to do.
A woman that will bring you those ideas is your wife. Because she's planning for your future and for the kids. She wants the best for you, but some will not do it. Some, what they just want is because you want me to be the housewife, just be bringing. And then you see them, they buy 13, 14 cars. Nobody is saying cars are bad.
Okay.
And then before you know it, now tomorrow something happens, those cars now, it will always depreciate. It will not be the same amount. The cars my forefathers drove those days, Peugeot 405, who want to buy them now? If they are buying them now, it's just for exhibition. Cars will always come. But if you invest on properties, on Bitcoin, on shares, if you invest on, there are many things to invest on. This money will be circulating. And then it will extend to your children and grandchildren. In case something happens to the provider, who is the man or the woman? If the woman is the provider, you as a good husband, you know you don't earn more than her. Honey, as we are getting this thing, why can't you keep this money on this? Why can't you invest in this? Why can't you invest? She will know this man is somebody.
Okay.
But because she's the one earning, and because you are blessed with a wonderful wife, you are just collecting, buying expensive. I'm not saying watch is bad. You are buying expensive necklaces. You are buying every day. Now you have iPhone 17, iPhone 17 Pro Max, iPhone 19. You are buying all. Nobody is saying it's bad. What about that income from that woman stops tomorrow?
That's true.
What are the one or two things both of you have achieved? There must be one or two plans in the future. This is 2025. Most of us in year 2000, they say the world will end. We are in the new millennium. Blah, blah. We are 20. Children born in year 2000 are 25 years old. Children born in the 90s. I remember when we watched World Cup 1998 when France won 3-0. Children born then now, they are almost going to 30 years. If I'm not mistaken. Yes. So the time is running. So planning is very, very essential.
It's key.
Both of you must be doing something.
Okay.
Don't say because she's so beautiful, she has this, she has that, then she must not. Now you know. Everybody have their own objective.
Okay, sir. When you, in a case where you discover the loyalty of your partner, for example, you discover that your partner is not loyal, she has never been loyal to you. For example, in this case, I heard a case where this man has been with this woman for several years, and he's just discovering that I think the first, second, and third children that he thought he is the father are not his. In that case, what do you think the man should do?
Question, we are diverting now. It has been the problem now. That is why I will even advise any man now, anywhere you are, if the day you are a woman give, I'm sorry, I will say the truth, and you are suspecting the child may not own, it's better you do paternity. To be sure, so that you will not start taking care of it. DNA paternity, to be sure if that child is yours, so that you will not have the story that touch.
Because the reason why I'm asking this question is about loyalty. You know,
it is your loyalty.
Yes,
sir. As I'm telling you, we lost someone. I will not mention his name. A brother in the diaspora. 5 of his children, 3 boys, 2 girls, were not his, and he has been married to this woman for 42 years. 42.
Wow.
4 and 2.
Wow.
How did he know? The eldest son was studying in America. Okay. In Texas, to be precise. He was studying the university there. And then the second one was also studying in America. They are there. The third one is studying in Germany. And what happened? I think it was the third one that was sick. Then this man now, they say he should come and donate blood. A good father now. He says, he went there now to go and donate blood. They discovered the child was not his. So he became pathetically angry. The other 2 are ladies. He said, okay, he should bring the other son. That one voluntarily said, okay, he should come. It was the first 2 that are from the same father. You know the irony? The 5 children, 2 are from one father. The other 3 are different fathers. Wow. None belong to this man. It was the second that now came. The second and the third now, the blood are different. Then the first also volunteered to come. Then that was when they discovered the first and second in America have the same father, the same blood, but the third was different. Now, the blood of these two and this one, they are different fathers. Then the fourth and fifth went to verify. The man could not take it. It was when the fourth child was doing, they told him the daughter is not his. The man just fainted. The man stayed in the hospital for about, I think, 5 or 6 days. That's how he gave up the ghost.
Okay.
He could not take it. They brought the last one. The 2 daughters, different father. The third son in Germany, different father. It's only the 2 in America that are the same father. And everybody, the whole family, even from the woman's family and from the man's, we are angry. They did not support it. Instead of this woman to even take all the shame and everything, she was telling the children are no longer talking to her now. She said they did not know what she did for them. That they did not know that he chose to follow this man because this man is financially stable. So there was no loyalty. The man was financially stable because he has the money. He's a big man back in Africa, taking them for holidays and everything. That is why she stood. She cheated on him first time, had the first one, still went to the same man that gave her the first one, had second one for him. Then when that one went to UK, she could not opportunity go and meet that one again to continue having the children. She have another one that brought number 3. And she was not bringing all these children for this man. And the man not knowing, based on trust, he just collect. He was the one that catered for these 5 children. We're not talking about the psychological bond here. We're not talking about the stress and everything he went as a father. We're not talking about the commitment.
Okay.
We're not talking about the finance, the academic, everything he has done. Now we're talking about all the losses.
But while the children are growing up, doesn't he notice some resemblance? Maybe they are not resembling each other.
They'll tell you they look like the mother. Some will come and say, look like the mother's sister. So to him, he was not bothered. None. I think it was this third one, so that have some, they say it was the ear, they have the same long ear, blah, blah, blah. They did test twice. All the tests they did was in Europe, not in Africa, so they will not say maybe they did not check very well. They did tests in 2 different places. All the 5 children were, the 2 girls and the third one, different father. It's only the number 1 and number 2 that in America are the same father.
Wow.
So it's everywhere.
That's a serious case.
Men should be careful. The same thing because some we want to give you an excuse now that they changed the baby from my brother, my sister. If you want to be sure, if you don't want the story that touch, when you discover the son or the daughter does not look like you anyway. I know paternity test back home in Africa is a bit expensive. Try and do it. The earlier, the better, so that you will not go and start spending money and doing not only the money we are talking about here now. The bond, that unity, the togetherness of you saying, this is my daughter, this is my son. And after finding out after 20, 30 years, it's not yours. The psychological trauma, the stress, it can even cause the man to go through depression. It can make that man lose his life.
Okay, so now what should a man in that kind of case, what should he do?
It takes God's grace, because everybody has the test of being assured in him. Because the way, as I always say, to forgive somebody is easy. Anybody can just tell you, forgive him, forgive her. But forgetting is another dimension. So a man or woman can offend you. It takes God's grace for you to say, I'm forgiven. But when such incidents occur again, you will remember what that person that have done such a thing to you before. For example, God forbid now, somebody have a child for you, and you are saying, this child is my own, and you discover it's not yours. And then they say, okay, you forgive, or you say you don't want to forgive. Now you now go and marry another man or another woman. And then the second person did the same thing. As soon as you discover that child is not yours, you have to start checking yourself, and you now reflect to the first one. Even if you have forgotten that man or that woman's name, you will not, because this second thing have occurred, you remember the first one.
True.
It will not be a dilemma. And because of that now, that is why I always tell any man that come and tell me all women are the same, all women are gold diggers, I will tell you, I'm sorry to say, including your mother. Because if you tell me all women are gold diggers, you are including my mother, you don't know her. You are including my sisters, you don't know them, they're all married.
For sure, they're all women.
You are including my niece, they're all women. You can't say all women are, you are trying to paint all in one particular peg hole. You can't come and say all women are wicked in paternity. Not all. We have over 4 point something billion population of women on earth. That means you have slept with all the 4 billion. So that is not the right answer. What you only say is some. It is the group of irrational women you met that are doing that. So you cannot say all women are gold diggers, all women are bad, or not all. The same thing goes to men. If a woman you now come and meet me and tell me all men are this, I will tell you, madam, including your father. It's vice versa. You can't tell me all men are bad or all men are evil because you don't know me. You don't know my father. You don't know my brothers. I have 5 brothers. You don't know my cousins. You don't know my niece. So you can't come and tag all men and all women. Are you getting it, sir? Just as we have terrible men out there, we also have terrible evil women. Just as we have good men out there, we also have good women. Only that the good men and women are not much. They are rare to find. That's why they are like gold. They are like diamond. They are like crystal. That's why you need to be very, very vigilant. You need to be sure. Is he or she loyal to the test? And there are certain standards you need to know from the beginning. As I will always say, I'm not saying you should go and meet a man or a woman that cannot provide. Yes, it is the duty of the man to provide. But when you start taking her out for the first time, she's demanding, buy me this, my brother, cut your coat according to your size. You are meeting her for the first time and she's telling you, you must give me this. If you know you can afford it, go for her. If you know you cannot afford it, tell her, please, my salary or my income is. The same thing goes to the woman. If the man start telling you, you must give me this, you must give me that, tell him, honey, I cannot afford it. Don't be shy. Because some men and women want to do big boy, big girl, then you now go and borrow to please him or her. And when you start pleasing a woman or a man from the foundation, you are going for destruction. That man or woman will never be loyal. Because that man or woman believe he or she knows the ways to manipulate you. That's why I say loyalty is the first key. Anything you know you can do for him or her, let him or her know from the beginning.
That's why
this is what I can afford.
I almost wanted
this is what I can give.
I just wanted to ask you just now that would you rather choose someone who is loyal, who is a partner who is loyal, rather than choosing somebody who is financially stable? You know,
if I tell you the answer now, people will say it's your opinion. Everybody have their opinion.
Yeah, your opinion.
My own opinion is someone who is loyal.
Someone who is loyal.
Yes.
Rather than someone who is financially
loyalty.
stable.
Because when you come to the financial stability, it is only for a man or a woman who is not ready to work. Yes, things are not easy. But if that man or that woman is loyal, he or she will definitely figure out your financial capability.
Okay.
What you can afford and what you cannot afford. If that man or woman, are you getting me, sir? If she's loyal, she knows my husband's salary is 1,700 euros or 1,700 pounds. And if we remove 900 euros for rent, it remains 600. If he pays tax 300, it remains 300. That means I will look for a way to manage 150 euros or 150 pounds or $150 for food stuff. Then the little one, me too, any little one I have, I can buy things for myself. Because she's loyal, she just don't know. Both of you are planned.
That's true.
But if she's not loyal, she will not tell you, Mama, it's called Mama Osahon, Mama Etebet, Mama Sarah, or Mama this or Mama that. The husband bought him a Ferrari car. A man that cannot even afford a normal, fairly used car, where will he get Ferrari?
That's true.
So you need to know.
You need to know.
If she or he is loyal, they know your capacity. That is why you need to be open, because most men and women are not open.
Okay, so that's why
from the beginning, let her know, let him know. This is what I earn.
This is what I earned. Okay.
I work as a security man. I work as a cleaner. Don't mock me. If she really loves you, if he loves you, he will go for you.
He will go for you.
With time, things will change. That is a man or woman that is loyal.
Yes.
But some will tell you, I don't want to work with a security man or a security woman. I don't want to work with a woman or a man that is a cleaner. You don't want. And tomorrow now, they are 50, 55. They don't have any man or any woman. They will now come and say, all men are this, all women. When that man was calling you when you are in your 30s or 40, you are looking at what he's doing. Maybe that man that was a cleaner before or a security man before, now he's doing a good job. Now you are going to meet him. That's why before you know it, he will not be using you. Because he knew you are not loyal. So if you bring out your intention, sir, ma, this is what I earn. I live in a studio, in a small room. This is my apartment for now.
Like it's always better to say it.
It's better to say it from beginning.
Okay.
Not that you are trying to do big. You know you are going to see him or her. Instead of it to use train, you want to take a taxi. You are pleasing her, displeasing yourself.
Which is not good.
And a woman, you are pleasing him. You are not pleasing yourself.
Okay.
Cut your coat according to your size.
Wow, lovely.
You need to let him or her know what you can afford. Lovely. If that man or woman loves you, loyalty will keep him or her to stand because now he's understanding you. He knows he cannot be ordering pizza and tacos every time. So the day you give him roasted corn, she will manage.
I think this topic is a vast one.
It's too vast.
It's a vast one, and we can't finish it today.
It's too vast.
And I really want to appreciate
our marriages.
I really want to appreciate you for coming.
My pleasure.
I really want to appreciate
my
you.
Pleasure.
Thank you so
always,
much for your time.
My pleasure.
And, thank you so much. I appreciate.
My
Hope
pleasure.
to see you some other
By
time.
His grace, anytime I'm available.
Okay, that's
Thank
good.
you very much.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. You are welcome.